Now, we're just 2 days from the United States Marine Corps' 250th birthday. The celebration kicked off a little bit early over in Pickens County. Our Leah Phillips joins us at the Semper Fi barn.
I mean, there's an old saying that old soldiers never die, they just fade away. And we don't want that to happen. We want to remember the stories and pass those on. And that's how we carry the lineage and the tradition.
And it's the young men and women, like those you see here, who will continue to carry that 250-year-old torch.
Constitution of the United States.
And ensure the stories of soldiers past will not be forgotten.
So it's so humbling to me that I get to recognize them finally, because they were never able to be recognized.
Dog tags recognizing the names and legacies of hundreds of soldiers who died during the Battle of Iwo Jima were hung by the hands of the next generation.
One of the reasons why we like to hang it is because not only is it a symbol of that individual's service, but it's also a symbol of the fact that that it's never going to go away. It's made of metal. It's not something that's going to ever deteriorate.
After escorting veterans back to Iwo Jima during a visit to the island they once fought on, young Marine Sergeant Major Lawton saw firsthand how vital it is to remember each and every soldier who made the ultimate sacrifice.
But, you know, just being able to hang these dog tags gives them remembrance. Those who I wasn't able to escort, those who didn't have an escort to bring them back to what they fought for, who fought with everything, their lives. And that's what they laid on the line for us and our freedom here in America.
Veterans and active duty members of all ages with combined service spanning across continents gathered to watch as new recruits took the same oath they too once took.
So help me God. Hoorah, Marines.
You know, I just love the fact that we're carrying on the legacy, right? And so getting to see what the fruits of that are.
And those fruits only bearing because of those who planted the seed before them.
It was just seeing those young folks and knowing what they're getting ready to do and the struggles. And I also looked at my own kids who are here with me and not old enough ready to do that yet, but thinking, man, what an experience that would be to see one of my kids going up there doing that.
And as Marines of all ranks and ages celebrate their branch's historic birthday, the iconic Always Faithful motto still binds those soldiers together.
That was our Leah Phillips reporting. With those 27 young recruits making that oath yesterday, the ceremony becomes the largest swearing-in ceremony in the upstate. And coming up, how